What's up, guys? This is Stinger 911 here, and today I want to relay an idea to you that I've been having for a little while now, and I'll leave it up to you guys to tell me if I'm crazy or not, because I have a feeling that maybe I'm a little off the reservation with this one. Um, the idea is that team-based competitive PvP games like Counter-Strike and Overwatch and Rainbow Six Siege are perhaps more cooperative than traditional co-op games that are PvE. Say Left 4 Dead and Borderlands and all those old games from the past, the beat 'em ups and the light gun games. And the reason I say that is this. So about a week ago, the YouTube channel Cinemassacre put out a James and Mike Mondays video wherein James and Mike played uh, a special rendition of Ms. Pac-Man for the NES that included co-op play. And co-op play in itself wouldn't be very intriguing, it wouldn't catch my eye, except for the fact that this particular rendition of co-op Ms. Pac-Man had three score tickers at the top of the screen. So there's a score ticker for player one, a score ticker for player two, and an aggregate score, a combined total of both players' score in the middle. Um, the reason this is intriguing is because it blends the genre of the game. It sort of muddies it and mystifies it, if you will. Is it a co-op game or is it a competitive game? Well, I guess that depends on your personality type. If you're an a-hole, then it's a straight up competitive game and you're trying to eat more ghosts than your friend. And you're going to rub that in his face. If you're a more altruistic person, if you're more kind, and you have more social empathy, well, then it's purely a co-op game and you're just trying to get to the next level. It doesn't matter if you eat 999 pellets and he eats one, you still work together as a team and you got to the next level. So I began thinking about this and I looked back at my gaming history, especially in the arcades. Like back in the 80s, arcades were filled with light gun games and beat 'em up games. So you're playing Final Fight and you're eating your turkey and you're whacking fools on the head with steel pipes. And while you're doing all this, if you have a buddy alongside you, uh, you're trying to beat up more people than him. You're trying to pile drive more punks to the pavement than he is. So that whenever you finally beat the boss and it shows your scores, if yours is higher than his, you can be like, ha, I'm better than you at beating up punks in Metro City. Get on your game, scrub. Um, no, what occurred to me is that in a purely competitive PvP game, oftentimes you're going to want to be the one who makes sacrifices for the team. You're going to be the one who forgoes the glory. Like in Counter Strike, a lot of times if you watch high level Counter Strike games, you'll see certain players who will save their money. They'll use a crappy gun. They'll use you know, an ump 45. They'll use a crappy submachine gun for like 3 rounds, save up some money, buy an op, and throw the op over to a player who's good at sniping, right? So then that player with the op gets all the kills. And the player who saved up all that money, well, he might not get all that many kills. He's making an altruistic sacrifice for the good of the team. And I see this in Rainbow Six Siege, which is a game that I've been playing extensively ever since it came out. Sometimes I'll be the player who sits on the objective and just make sure nobody gets in, nobody steals the hostage, nobody comes into the container room and starts the countdown so that we lose. Because to be quite honest, it's more glorious to go roam the map and look for kills, right? You could get like if the team clumps up together, you could throw a C4 and get like a three-piece or a four-piece easily, and you get all the glory and everyone's going, wow, did you see that? He just got an ace, he just got an ace, he's so good. Meanwhile, if you're playing for the good of the team, you're sitting on the objective, staring at the wall watching paint dry, but you're helping your team win, because what happens if your other four teammates get murked? You're the only one left, and you have to defend that objective. So that's the gist of what I've been thinking. It's just the idea that in a purely PvE co-op experience, you're still given some incentive to try to compete with your own quote unquote teammate. Um, if you're playing Left 4 Dead, you want to kill the most zombies, even if that means that maybe you leave your teammate out to dry and he dies. But oh well, you make it to the helicopter and you escape, so everything's good, right? Um, but in a PvP game, if you don't truly cooperate, if you don't play it like it's a co-op game with human enemies, then you're probably not going to play to your full potential. Um, so go ahead and give me your thoughts in the comments if you have any. Like I said, tell me if I'm completely off the reservation with this one and believing that a PvP game can be more cooperative than a co-op game. Um, this is the first episode in what I hope to be an ongoing series where I examine the finer nuances of game design and its implications. I hope this was enjoyable. Have a good one. Stinger 911 out.